I removed my sister-in-law from my wedding party because she never cared about it.
You never cared in the first place.
I, female 21, and my husband, male 22, got married when I was 19. For some background, we had known each other for 9 years at that point and dated for 3. By the way, this comes from user randomwriter0 on the r/OK storytime subreddit. So, I wanted a really chill wedding. My family doesn't have a ton of money, so we kept the wedding on a tight budget, which I was completely fine with. We got the cheapest venue we could find, the cheapest catering, and so on. I had 6 bridesmaids in my wedding party. My 2 sisters, 2 cousins, my sister-in-law, and a friend. Sister-in-law isn't technically my husband's sister, however. She was raised by my husband's dad, but never actually was adopted. He considers her his sister. It was really important to my husband that she be in the wedding. I was super excited to include her and assumed she would be very happy as well. She's over a decade older than the both of us and is married and has children, but this would be the first wedding she would have been in. When we asked her to be in the wedding, she said yes, of course, and seemed excited. I was soon to find out I was wrong. First, I selected bridesmaid dresses that were $30 each. They were dresses that could be styled 20 different ways, and I had 2 shades of pink. 3 bridesmaids would be in one shade and the other 3 in another. Now, not that it matters, but sister-in-law is pretty well off financially, so a $30 dress is nothing. I kept it very cheap because I couldn't afford to buy all the dresses and would never ask my loved ones to spend a ridiculous amount of money on a dress for one specific day. Everyone bought the dresses right away, 6 months before the wedding, except for sister-in-law. I asked them all to send pictures of the dresses, and they did. And again, except for sister-in-law. After about a month, I texted sister-in-law and asked if she had bought the dress. She said she didn't know when she was supposed to order it. I sent the link again and told her it takes about a month for the dress to arrive, so please order as soon as possible. We're now 4 months away from the wedding. I sent out invitations to my bridal shower. That was in 4 weeks. Everyone RSVP'd, and I was so excited to see them all. The day of, sister-in-law texted and said she couldn't make it due to one of her kids being sick. This made perfect sense to me, and I had no problem with it at all. I'm not sure why her husband couldn't stay at home, but that wasn't my problem. After the bridal shower, we sent out invites for the bachelorette party, which was really just a chill dinner with all my close friends and bridesmaids. These invites were sent a month before the event. Sister-in-law RSVP'd just like everyone else. Then the day of comes. She texted me and said she had to work. I found this odd since her job isn't one that is on call, but I said no worries and I would see her at the rehearsal. Then the rehearsal day rolls around. Can we make a guess what's gonna happen?
I would bet every last dollar to my name she's not ready for the wedding.
Is it 3rd time's the charm? Do you think it's maybe it's 3rd time's the charm?
She's unprepared. She's gonna go, I thought I could just wear whatever I wanted.
Maybe she doesn't have her dress yet either.
Oh, well, we know that.
Yeah. Then the rehearsal day rolls around. The day before my wedding. Everyone is at the venue helping set up and decorate. I receive a text from sister-in-law. She says she is sick and won't be able to make it to the rehearsal and possibly the wedding.
Dude, at this point, just say you don't want to go. Just be honest. It's like you're not fooling anyone at this point.
I ask her if I need to find a replacement bridesmaid, as I have a friend who I'd gotten very close to over the wedding planning time. She tells me yes, and that she doesn't think it would be wise for her to be in the wedding and risk getting me or anyone else sick. I agreed and apologized. You had nothing to apologize for. I mean, maybe you're like, oh, I'm sorry you're sick, and that sucks.
We have the additional insight that this person just like didn't want to have anything to do with the wedding anyway. So we, at this point, know that this is probably BS. But in the moment, sure, it's like it
could be the benefit of the doubt. Maybe, again, it just crap happens. And ironically, it's just on very specific days for this wedding.
Well, I mean, a lot of this story has taken place over months.
Yeah. I then asked my friend's mom, who was helping decorate, if her daughter would be my bridesmaid. She was so ecstatic and immediately left to buy her daughter's shoes for the wedding and pick her up from the track. I then see my mother-in-law on the phone. I had been talking to my husband the whole time about what was going on, so he knew that the sister-in-law had told me to find a replacement and wouldn't be in the wedding. As soon as mother-in-law gets off the phone, I get a text from sister-in-law saying, never mind, she wants to be in the wedding. You are outrageously, oh God, you're annoying.
Annoying.
Now, first of all, you're either sick and can't be in the wedding, and I sure as heck don't want to be sick, or second, you're lying. Now, I'm panicking because I have to either tell my friend, never mind, and remove her from the wedding party, or tell my sister-in-law she can't be in the wedding. My husband starts telling me that I need to kick my friend back out and let sister-in-law be the bridesmaid.
Yeah, right.
I don't think it works like that. She said no, and we agreed that it was okay. This didn't make any sense to me, though, as she was supposedly too sick to even come to the wedding 30 minutes ago. My husband and I ended up getting into an argument and staying behind at the venue. Everyone had left to get lunch while we stayed back and talked about what to do. After discussing the fact that she literally told me to find someone else and how wrong it would be to then kick my friend back out, we both finally agreed to tell sister-in-law we had already replaced her. Of course, in a much nicer way. Yeah, that's fine. I hope she's understanding.
It's perfectly fine. I don't know how the husband didn't go. I mean, I know it's your sister, but like, dude, like she lied. She's being a liar.
She also this was communicated. Hey, she can come to the wedding, but she can't be a bridesmaid anymore. That sucks. My husband and I sat out the venue for 2 hours crying and trying to figure out what to do because we didn't want to hurt anyone. Sister-in-law was super understanding though and said she would drop the dress off for the other bridesmaid. This is very sweet. Okay. Everything seemed okay until sister-in-law texted again, saying she never opened her dress and just now realized she ordered the wrong one.
Did we have that one on the bingo card?
We did. I mean,
I had no dress at all.
I had no dress either, but
I didn't even have.
Am I surprised? Am I shocked at this point?
Surprise, surprise.
I was absolutely ticked. It was the wrong color and style. I went back to the link I had sent her to make sure it was correct. And guess what? It was. I had sent pictures of the dress, the description of the dress, and the correct link to the dress, and somehow she ordered a completely different one.
So now did she do that on purpose? Did she purposefully order a different dress because she didn't like the bridesmaid dress?
I don't know. I don't care. It's my wedding. I just don't care. I have no energy to give to you. Whatever. Thankfully, I had planned to have the girls in different styles, so we made it work. And since the dress was a different shade of pink, it looked like I chose 3 shades. It was still absolutely infuriating, however, because it showed that she never cared about being a part of our wedding from the get-go. She came to the wedding, and I later found out she was never sick. She was in a fight with her husband and didn't feel like coming. So I think I made the right choice by having my friend by my side rather than someone who couldn't even be bothered to get the correct $30 dress or show up to anything leading up to the wedding. But you know what you can lead up to? Every weekday, 3 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, every weekday. Just tap that profile.
That's all it takes is a couple of taps. We might even be live right now, and you can go check that. But if you do that right now, you're going to miss the end of this story.
We're going to find out this could be a crazy wedding, and we don't care for sister-in-law.
I think this is all a perfect, like, her having never ordered the right dress and the lying and everything. It's all, it just shows, it's like, she didn't even need to be there.
No, she didn't
ever really care about celebrating OP and her brother getting married. She was just like, I guess this will be a fun thing for me. And
I've never been a part of a wedding. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I wonder why you've never been a part of a wedding.
It certainly shows. But like,
how can you? Again,
I would have let her back in.
Selfish. You're selfish.
After
and you stink.
you bold-faced lie about being sick the day before and the day of the wedding, and then you try to flip it back around a half hour later and go, actually, I can go. I'm not letting you go. You're now uninvited.
I was like, are you sick? Or you lied to me. Oh, so you're a liar.
Well, because then it immediately.
I don't want a liar at my wedding.
It brings into question all of the other lies that she told about her kid being sick and about not being able to make it. At any other time.
Let us know in the comments, would you still invite her to the wedding?
Yeah.
Or you still have her come to the wedding? Because at this point, I'm like, you're like the boy who cried wolf. I don't care for you. And either you're lying and I don't want you in my wedding or at all in the vicinity of me because I'm infuriated with you, or you're sick, which again, second thing, I don't want you in my wedding because you're going to get everyone else sick.
Perfect.
Easy. But let's finish up the story. All this to say, brides, don't let people guilt you into having people you don't want in or at your wedding. Make sure you are surrounded by people who actually love and care about you.
Yes.
Our wedding day ended up being absolutely perfect, and it's my favorite memory to look back right now.
Yes!
The day before, however, I would like to leave in the past. Somehow, we made it through the entire wedding process with almost no drama or stress until the day before. It seems like there was always someone determined to make your wedding about them.
Oh boy, isn't that the truth?
Ain't that the way?
We always seem to be reading wedding stories of people thinking it's their day.
Guess what? It's not your day. It's their wedding, their rules. And guess what? You're not the only one experiencing this. So
yeah, you're not alone.
I'm happy for OP getting the wedding that she so deserved.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
I'm very glad that is where the drama kind of stopped.
Let us know in the comments if you would still let her come, at least not be in the wedding, of course, but let her come to the wedding. That's another thing, but let us know in the comments. But again, that's the end of that story.
And we've got another one coming right up, so stick around.